Dogs and felines have been enemies for centuries. That's why visitors to a zoo in America were shocked to see a dog in a lion's cage. The story of the dog and the lion that you will read in this article begins when the dog started running wild inside the zoo. The caretaker frantically chased after the little dog, but could not catch it. The dog entered the cage, and no one could believe his eyes. The huge lion, as soon as he saw the dog in his place, approached him with a slow step. The hearts of everyone watching stopped beating. The lion is called Boniger and is an animal weighing at least 226 kilograms. A lion of this size can easily eat its prey in just a few seconds. Visitors were shocked to see this gigantic beast face to face with a small dog. The lion approached the little dog, and everyone covered their eyes with their hands so they wouldn't see. Lions are the second largest felines in weight after tigers. The females are the ones who do the hunting, while the males usually weigh over 200 kilograms. They live in groups to catch larger prey. Males act as guardians and control everything to protect the pack. Lions chase their prey when they get close enough. They will then attack and try to hit it or knock it down. They then clamp their jaws around the neck, killing their prey by breaking the neck or strangling it. Boniger began to follow the innocent little dog into the cage with the instinct of a wild lion. When an intruder like this dog enters his cage, it is only a matter of time before the lion attacks him. The situation at the zoo is no exception. Boniger kept getting closer and closer. When it was now a few centimeters away, the visitors were amazed. The dog's name is Milo, and he is 8 years old. He was at the zoo to spend time with the visitors. Unlike the lion, Milo has no hunting instincts. The little dog weighs about 6 pounds and had limited movements when faced with a life-threatening situation. This made the encounter with the lion even more dangerous. Milo was an easy victim and Boniger knew it all too well. The giant lion did not have an easy life. Boniger was born with a disability in his bones. This was also the reason why he moved slower than the other lions. But his instinct to kill his prey was still in place. It was a very dangerous situation for the dog. Visitors could see it very clearly. Boniger also had a great relationship at the zoo with John Reinke. He had lost both his legs after bungee jumping. Maybe his name doesn't mean much to you. You will be surprised to know why he is famous. John Reinke was one of the main characters in the popular Netflix series Tiger King and chronicled the interesting life of zoo owner Joe Exotic. The series was about the world of wild animals and Joe Exotic's feud with Big Cat Rescue and Carol Baskin. Reinke worked at the zoo and watched the series with great interest. He had a few words to say about his former boss. John Reinke enjoyed working for zoo owner Joe Exotic. Unfortunately, that all ended when Joe lost his wife and started going crazy. After a few months, he got married again and planned to win the battles with his opponents. Few would believe the dark plans he made. Joe Exotic had become an abusive person and loved chaos. John Reinke suffered traumatic events at the zoo. One of his colleagues lost his arm when he was bitten by a lion. Joe's wife was accidentally killed when she shot herself with the gun. But what happened next is beyond belief. Joe Exotic hired hitmen to kill his rivals, but his plans were leaked to the police and they arrested him. He was sentenced to 22 years in prison. His old friend John Reinke had cut off all contact with him, but she knew that wouldn't be the last news she'd get from Joe Exotic. John Reinke admitted that he has always liked nature. In 1994, he had the bungee jumping accident. He fell 17 meters, crushing both his legs. Now he dedicates his life to wild animals and his dogs. The lion did not mind the little dog at all when he saw him in his cage. When he lost his legs, John tried to find a new job. He first visited the zoo in the spring. From then on, he went every Sunday, and eventually Joe Exotic offered him a job and a place to stay. It was the day Reinke met the big lion Boniger. But then something terrible happened. In addition to the lions, John Reinke also cared for the zoo's dogs. According to his words, all the dogs looked patiently in his eyes. The dog named Milo noticed that John had a very hard time and became his inseparable friend. An indescribable bond began to form between them. The big shock came when Reinke saw Milo enter the lion's cage. Contrary to what most would expect, The animals did amazingly well. In fact, the lion and the little dog bonded when the lion was still young and their love never stopped. They hugged each other, ate the meat together, and played in the cage as they liked. John Reinke discovered he had the ability to raise animals after losing his legs in an accident. Thus, he managed to form a special bond with the wild animals of the zoo and still lives that way. His family and his dogs help him take care of the animals every day.